our Creator's name. Bereshit, Genesis 12, beginning at verse 1. Now Ahias had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee, and I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. Different variations of different translations and may say different things, but bottom line here, the Creator, Haya, is talking to our forefather Ibrahim, the great prophet, and these wonderful stories that give us good examples on what we should be expecting or hear living creatures serving the Most High. You should, we're not creating the will here. These are traditions passed down. You should want to reach out to what has already been written and taught and example set. So that's what life's about. Getting better. You shouldn't be getting worse. It should be getting better. Your generation should be getting better. The next generation should be getting better than you. That's the kind of life the Most High wants us to live. So when verse 1, Abraham had to leave his country. He grew up in Ur of the Chaldees, in what is commonly known as Babylon and commonly known as Iraq today, according to the maps that they use. But the Most High is letting him know that he's going to make of him a great nation. A lot of our brothers and sisters got to understand that there's many children of Abraham, according to the Torah. So we should expect that there are different kind of Hebrews, people called Ibri, who have a connection with Ibrahim. So the people who study the Torah, if you're into the Torah, these things we have to examine for a good understanding, so we'll know the purpose of our great Creator. If you're not in the Torah, feel free to turn this off. But if you're in the Torah, let's stay with it and be Barak with this understanding. He lets Abraham know that he has the capability of making a great nation of him. So you should be seeking your brothers and sisters who are of the seed of Abraham and who are striving to serve the one true Creator, living Creator, the Most High, Haya, the El of the world, El Shaddai. So the Most High in verse 3 is making a promise to Abraham about how the future will be for his people if we continue to stay focused on the way of Haya. And I will barak them, I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. And you want to wonder how that is? According to the Torah, we are people who are not afraid of strangers. We take people in, and the Torah is not a hateful book. The Torah is a book of learning how it is not good for man to be alone. The Torah is a book learning of how man should not live by bread alone, but by every word of the Most High. So the manners and the customs is really what our focus should be. And throughout this chapter, you can see our customs of Abraham. That's why we read and study a lot of the manners and customs of Abraham. We know that we won't see him. We're not seeking to see him. We do not seek to talk to the dead, only to get a good understanding of what already has transpired, so we can have similar relationship with our Creator. So he's putting it out there for anyone who wondering and you want to be blessed and you want to find out who the nation of Abraham is, because it's a witness already in here that if you bless Abraham, his seed, you will be blessed. And if you curse them, you will be cursed. And we're not making any concessions and for people doing wickedness. We all get punished for ours. So what is right is right, what is wrong is wrong. And so the simple understanding is live righteous, you bless him, you'll be blessed. You curse him, you'll be cursed. So the Hebrews should already have in their minds a certain aspects of living that we already roll with: peace, truth, justice, righteousness, to be Kodesh, set apart. That's already our way of life. To be good judges and balanced, so we can live prosperous and grow. And I will bless them, verse 3, that bless thee, and curse him that curse thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So Abram, verse 4, departed as Hiah had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarah his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came. So, according to our scriptures, according to the maps that's given to us in this time period, this would be a journey from Iraq to Africa. And it wasn't a new journey in those days. It was ancient trade routes. Not only do you have the silk trade routes, you also had the Arabian Peninsula, African Peninsula landmass connected with the Arabian Peninsula. And you had different trade routes going up there, getting all spices of trades and balms and myrrh and all these different type of beautiful things. A whole bunch of people connecting and mixing and mingling, which makes an Arab people, according to the understanding of the Hebrews. A mixed people was an Arab people. So here, Abraham leaves at 75 years old. He takes with him his wife. The Hebrew people, we take care of our wives. It's nothing new. They are our treasures. They are no one to be abused. And it'd be a foolish thing to use your power to abuse them. So the Hebrews are not for abuse. If you hear that, that is not given in the Torah. So everyone does get disciplined according to the law, according with judges, witnesses, not somebody just taking law into their own hands. And wherever you're at, you must respect the laws of that land and have understanding of your portion, of who you are and what is your purpose in that land. So here We understand we're in captivity as the descendants of Abraham, and accept of our punishment, what we have to deal with and go through and bear. So this is our story. But getting back to it, in Genesis 12, dealing with Abraham departing from his homeland, we see that he takes care of his family as Hebrews should. First his wife and his nephew Lut and all their substance. So Hebrews get you substance: copper, gold, silver, brass, leather, cotton, fabric. Get all these things, store them up, substance. You can do business with them at later times. Get those things that the Creator likes and get your substance. Get prosperous. There's nothing wrong with being prosperous. We need to be a blessing to people and help the world. We do not need to be just sitting on top of a hill, scratching the back of your neck. You know. And Abraham took Sarai his wife, verse 5, Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls or people that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Shechem, unto the plain of Moreh. And the Canaanite was then in the land. So you do your research on the Canaanites. These African type people who had plenteous and who had knowledge at one time, according to our scriptures, but over time got corrupted and did wicked things. So hires no respecter of persons, everybody can get it. So in this land, verse 7, and the Most High appeared unto Abraham and said, unto your seed will I give this land, and there builded he an altar unto Hiah, who appeared unto him. Our book, we do not have an invisible God. We do not have a spirit, ghostly, anything like that. We are not on that. Our Creator is a living, solid Creator who eats, who sits, who drinks, and who rejoices at doing you good, and he also will rejoice at doing you bad if you are not staying true and walking in the path that he has set for you. There is always consequences, but live good and make good choices so you don't have to worry about the bad things. So here the Most High appeared to Abraham, and see, we have to get back to this understanding that your Creator can be seen, and he can pop up on you, and you need to live like as though he will be a guest in your home and eat your bread. So this is the reason why we keep houses clean, make sure you're clean. You never know when the angels may come by or the Most High will come by. And wouldn't it be a blessing if your hands were clean and you were able to make him food? This is how we live. We live as though the Creator is going to live among us, not in us, not a spirit, but we live with the understanding that we will be able to see him like I have already seen him. So that's my understanding, and I'm thankful for it. And I have seen his appearance. He's a beautiful appearance, and I won't back down from nobody on what he has shown me and shined upon me, the beautiful Creator. All right, verse 8. And he removed from thence into a mountain on the east of Bethel. Bethel is the house of El, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west, and Hai on the east. And there he builded an altar unto Hiah, and called upon the name of Hiah. At that time he knew him as El Shaddai. And Abram journeyed, going on still toward south. And there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down into Mitzrayim, which is called Egypt now, to sojourn there, for the famine was grievous in the land. So this is the reason why you want to have things together and have things in order. The Creator is give you a beautiful mind where you can seek out information, seek out instruction, seek out discipline, seek out training, seek out those things that's going to make you a better person. We do not have to live foolish. It's a choice now. So, yeah, get substance, get something, make something, build something, improve something, clean something, tear down something in righteousness. Understand the laws of the land that you're in. Master it so you'll know how to move with wisdom and understanding. And he called upon the name of Hiah. For most people coming into this, you got to understand, you got to make a proclamation. Make a proclamation. Don't be scared to make a proclamation. I am Marquise Battle. That was my given birth name. And with the understanding I get, my name is Najid. This is my own journey. And this is the understanding that I get, and this is what I use. So when you hear those two different things, understand there's a birth-given name and there's a convert name. Najid would be my convert name. And until the Most High tells me anything different, I will use that name. But it is my convert name, and I'm not ashamed of it. And so we change ours to Ali Hayah. We make the proclamation. In my household, we will be changing our names to Ali Hayah as the family name, which means my El, or my God, for those who don't know what that means, is Hayah. My power is Hayah. My Lord is Hayah. So we stand on this. This is our proclamation. And we call on the name Hayah. And we connect no one with Hayah. He's the Creator, and He has the power to oversee all, even His workers. So, in the famine, this is why you need information. Information will help you survive. Find out the laws of your lands. Find out the laws of the lands next to your lands. Find out the laws of the city you're in, the council you're in. I'm not here to tell no one to vote, do anything. I'm saying make your house better. Make your house represent. See? So these are the things that we must take heed to. And there was a famine in the land. And Abram went down, verse 10, into Mitzrayim to sojourn there, for the famine was grievous in the land. And it came to pass, when he was come near to enter into Mitzrayim, that he said unto Sarai, his wife, Behold, now I know that thou art a beautiful woman to look upon. Therefore it shall come to pass, when the people of Mitzrayim shall see you, that they shall say, This is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. Halahiyah. You Hebrew women, the teaching that you guys get is going to make you adorn yourself in a beautiful way. So when you're adorned in a beautiful way and you're living good and you're getting the best and you're understanding health and you're understanding good food, you're understanding cleanliness, you're understanding respect, you're understanding modesty, you're understanding moderation, respect, all these things, that's attractive to people. And in a world like this, where, like the Haya says, the imagination is from, the wickedness of the imagination is from the youth. So you already know you're around people of corrupt minds. And Abraham, not knowing this land, must have seen something on his travels. Just like you go to some wicked cities and you see billboards and nastiness advertised, things that go against the Creator. These things would make you think like there ain't no people of shalom, salam, peace. So you have to shrink and be very observant. These are skills. So Abraham wasn't trying to be one who didn't have skill. He's a military leader, so he have an understanding of people. And so it doesn't mean he made all the right choices, but you do make a right choice when you're striving to protect your family. So it wasn't no wrong choice. Let's see here. Verse 12, Therefore it shall come to pass, when Mizraim's people of Mizraim shall see thee, that they shall say, This is his wife, Isha, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. Chaya. All salvation ain't good. Let's see. Because your enemy can save you just to torture you. So have a good understanding. Let's see. Verse 13. Say, I pray thee, that thou art my sister, that it may be well with me for thy sake, and for my mind shall I, in my mind, I shall live because of thee. So there he's trying to give his wife some skill on how to be dealing with people. So women should pay attention to this and learn from this. And it came to pass, when Abram was come unto Mitzrayim, that the people of Mitzrayim beheld the woman, that she was very beautiful. The princes also of Paro saw her, and commended her before Paro. And the woman was taken into Paro's house. It's no different than a beautiful woman now. The richest man, he's going to try to get the first dibs on whoever's the finest woman coming to the party. It's no different. It's the same thing, and he's going to try to entertain her with all type of treats and gifts and beautiful things, which is not wrong, because if you're pursuing a woman You want to do these things and show her that you can maintain her. So they're not wrong. Uh, these were just things that men do. So, but you got to watch who you're talking to, because everybody is not the same. And Sarah was not just like an average girl. You can tell by her name. Her name means she's not average. Just her name alone means she's not average. And he entreated Abraham well for her sake. And he had sheep and oxen, and he asses, and men servants, and maid servants, and donkeys, and camels. And Ahiah plagued Paro and his house with great plagues, because Sarah, Abram's wife. Well, one thing you have to understand that Abraham's a prophet. And if you sense that your wife is in danger, his only helper is Haya, the Creator. When you're going against nations and you have to shrink, your only helper is Haya. This is why the Creator says, I am your shield. I am your great reward. Because we have a living Creator who will fight for us. And woe to you if Haya judges and is in my favor. Woe to you. Any of the Hebrews that serve him and the stranger who serve him, I wouldn't mess with those people. And maid servants and she asses and camels. These are not just Santa Claus people. These are not your Jingle Bell people. These ain't your turn the other cheek people. It's a different people. Set apart, Kodesh. And that's something you don't want to play with. And she asked the camel 17, and the higher plague Paro and his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. And Paro called Abraham and said, What is this that thou hast done unto me? Why didn't you tell me that she was your wife? Why did you tell me she's your sister? So I might have taken her to me to wife. Now, therefore, behold thy wife, take her, and go thy way. And Paro commanded his men concerning him, and they sent him away, and his wife, and all that he had. So, your best bet, married couples, family, is get under Haya. Who runs your house? Who is your creator? Who is your strength? Who is your rock? Who is your one you look to? I say there's only one, and there's none next to him. There's none beside him on his throne. He only has servants, and I am one. Halal Hayah to the great King. Shalom.